Hey guys, this is Robin1 here, and welcome back to Comic Book Haul. It's been a while, I know. I've been trying to catch up on a lot of the TV shows. November has been a very, very big month. Um, I had my, I have had, if you didn't know, it was my birthday. My birthday is in November, so I managed to get a few additional stuff to to buy and stuff like that. The first things I bought. So let's start off with what I bought as far as DVDs go. X-Men Days of Future Past, an awesome movie. Definitely has to be the movie of the year for me. This movie is just great. I also got Wolverine, another great movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, which I freaking love. I watched this movie on Friday, and my god, I loved it. I really liked this movie. It's all round just a perfect film. Definitely worth picking up. You get an exclusive look at at Age of Ultron, and by exclusive, basically you're just seeing the behind the scenes of that movie. You're not seeing any more additional scenes, which I was a little bit disappointed with, but we get to see Scarlet Witch behind the scenes as well, and her character looks really interesting. I also got Transformers Age of Extinction as well. Good film. It's a fun film. Nothing special. My one complaint about some of these DVDs though is HMV, which is the big DVD brand in this country. It's the DVDs haven't been the best quality. I've found scratches on some of these DVDs, and they just haven't been good quality DVDs. I don't know if it's my DVD player, but yeah, I haven't been very impressed with HMV this year. But anyway, as for comic book haul, as for the comics, I got this. Sorry, this is my disorganization. I got Time and the Batman. Another book of Grant Morrison. So do expect that to be reviewed soon. I'm trying to give you guys a bit of a break from Batman and give myself a bit of a break from Batman. So don't expect this to be reviewed anytime soon. There's a few books I want to get first before I read this book. I also got Batman Hush. Yeah, again, another Batman book. But this Batman book I've really wanted to read. It's actually been on the number one slot for me to get into comics, was that I read this book. And and now I finally get the opportunity to read the book. So do expect a review again soon. Again, I'm trying to give you guys a bit of a break from Batman for a while. Because I know I've been reviewing quite a lot of Batman recently. Finally, we have Avengers vs. X-Men. This book I have been waiting a long time to read. I've read bits of it, but now I get to read the whole book, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. This book is going to be reviewed. ASAP, because I've just really been looking forward to reading this book. So those are the graphic novels. And for my birthday, I also got this beast right here. I got the DK visual history of all of Batman throughout the 75 years. Yeah, this is just a beast of a book. I really, really like the Batman and the Catwoman there. That's really cute. Yeah, this book is just a beast to read, and it's fascinating to get, to see the history of Batman. If you don't, I've never said this, but, I actually collect these DK books, about Marvel heroes and, and stuff like that. It's a fascinating read, and if you love Batman, you should definitely read this book. It's well worth picking up. So, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get on to today's comic books. First we have Injustice Gods Among Us. We then have Uncanny X-Men issue 27 and issue 28. We then have Superman Unchained, issue 9. We, All New X-Men, issue 33. All New Captain America, issue 1. And then Lady Thor, issue 1 and 2. Finally, we have Original Sin Annual issue 1. So let's actually start with Original Sin. Original Sin introduces Woody McCord's backstory. And it basically introduces what his backstory was and who he was as a person. And let me tell you, he's very different from Nick Fury. Very, very different. Honestly, I wasn't all that impressed with this book. For a start, I don't think we needed to know For a start, I don't think we needed this book. It continues the themes of the Original Sin event, but it doesn't add anything new to the table. Woody McCord, and it isn't really a story about Woody McCord. It says it is, but it's more of a story about Woody's mentor. The other person before Woody McCord. And I don't really know why this exists, really. If you're gonna have a story about the man on the wall, I think you have to do it about the character being presented, not his mentor. And for me, that drops the book considerably. I also didn't really care much for the artwork. But I did like the fact that the man on the wall is generational. I'm very interested in these generation type stories. Yeah, if I had to give a grade for this book, I would give it a 1.5 out of 5. It's not worth picking up. If you buy the trade, then yeah, great. Great, read it. But yeah, it's just not worth picking up. So that book was a bit of a disappointment. Lady Thor. Issue 1 and 2. I figured I would just review them all together just to save time. Lady Thor. Lady Thor is a very, very interesting book. Is a very, very interesting book. And we don't get to know the identity of Lady Thor. The writers have confirmed that they're gonna keep the identity of Lady Thor a secret for now. So it raises a few questions to me. Why is Thor now suddenly unworthy of the hammer? Who is this new Lady Thor? Because let me tell you, issue 1 is issue 2 is better, is a lot better, is a better story than issue 1 is. Issue 1 is more for the fans of Jason Aaron who have been following Thor. Issue 2 is more about Lady Thor and more about the story of what's going on. We also have Malekith and the Frost Giants having teamed up to go against a company called the Roxxon Corporation, which apparently appeared in a few moments ago in the apparently it was seen in Jason Aaron's run, apparently. I love the concept of a business based on the mythology of Odin. And I just thought that the whole concept was really, really fascinating. I also thought Freya and Odin's differences in this issue spoke to the male-orientated kingdoms, and the conversation was just really, really interesting. Again, as I say, issue 1, issue 2 is an improvement to issue 1. I will see how the rest of this arc goes. Because I honestly have to tell you, I wasn't all that impressed with the story. I thought it would be a little bit better than it was. But that's Lady Thor. Captain America Issue 1. This story was a blast. This story was very, very good to read. Sam Wilson as the Falcon is really, really interesting. First, just to have a black character take on a normally white-centered character is just really, really interesting, and I really like the idea. I think the fact that we are getting now a female Thor, a black Captain America, is adding a lot more diversity to these Avengers type characters. And it really makes me interested to see where this franchise, like how it will impact the movies and how it will impact on in the comic books as well. All New Captain America Issue 1 is only slightly accessible to new readers. You are getting a lot of baggage from Remender's last run on Captain America. And he's utilizing a lot of stuff that he did. We also have Hydra being thrown into the mix here. And that seems very much from the movies. So it's accessible to some new... It's accessible, but only to a certain point. I love the costume for this character. It's the perfect blend between Captain America and the Falcon character. And it just meshes together in a very interesting way. And you are getting a very, very different Captain America, I think. Which is good if the mantle of Captain America is a generational thing. I think it adds something a bit... I think it adds something new to the story. I love the fact that Steve Rogers gets a happy ending. I really love it when these characters get to have their happy ending. All in all, guys, this book is good, and it is worth picking up. All New X-Men issue 33. So in this issue, we basically see, Iceman further exploring his abilities and fighting against, Captain, and fighting against the Mole Man. We also see, X-23 and Angel head to the Weapon X, meet, James Howlett, the Ultimate Universe's version of the Wolverine. Of Wolverine's son. We also get Spider-Man and Jean Grey heading to the Xavier School and trying to find out what's going on. I really like the exploration of Iceman's powers. I did feel like it was a bit too much like Frozen. The way he used his powers. But I really like the fact that Iceman is beginning to advance himself. He's no longer just a guy that throws snowballs. He's actually using his abilities constructively. James Howlett is also a great character. He seems quite an interesting character. The only Ultimate X-Men book I've read is Volume 1 and Volume 2. I've never continued on with that series. So I'm quite curious about James Howlett.